Right. Introducing first in the blue corner, he weighed in at a ready 158.6 pounds, his professional record. An excellent one. 31 wins with only 1 defeat, with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from Pantin, France. He is the former WBA and WBO middleweight champion of the world, Hassan N'Dam. Son adversaire dans le coin rouge, his opponent in the red corner. He made the middleweight limit official, 160 pounds. His professional record, outstanding. 33 wins with only 2 defeats, with 31 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he does it all from Montreal, David Lemieux. Your referee, Marlon B. Wright.
Okay, gentlemen, I gave you my instruction in the dressing room. I want a good, clean fight. Remember, protect yourself at all times. Obey my command at all times. Touch gloves.
And the crowd is buzzing. We're getting ready to go. 12 rounds in the middleweight division. IBF title on the line. David Lemieux, as I said when he was introduced, he does it all from Montreal. He's in the purple trunks. Hassan N'Dam from France. Black with white and red trim.
The moment of truth is upon us. David Lemieux is wasting no time doing what he does best, which is come forward and throw power punches.
A left from Lemieux. Wild swing and a miss from Lemieux. Action right away. This is exactly what we expected in this fight.
And you see clearly N'Dam is the taller, rangier fighter. He looks like he has the bigger frame, but Lemieux has that very compact midsection where he gets his power from. That strong core of his. And he throws. He's really at his best when he's throwing compact punches on the inside and mixing his power punches up to the body and the head.
Lemieux, a power puncher, working the body. He's 33-2. Most recently, stopped Gabe Rosado. That was a fight in the United States that really opened the eyes.
And he wore Rosado down. Rosado didn't go quietly. Stopped on cuts. Although Lemieux was giving Rosado a beating in the final rounds. I believe the fight was stopped in the 10th round. And in round 4, Rosado stood his ground, and they went toe-to-toe. It was like one of those round-of-the-year candidates. Lemieux handled it well.
Big right from N'Dam on the gloves of Lemieux.
I like that N'Dam is firing back, trying to get his respect, not just trying to survive the early rounds. And that's the thing about N'Dam. He's a guy who can stick and move, as he showed us against Curtis Stevens, but he's also a guy who can get in the trenches and exchange powerful punches, as he did against Peter Quillen. Nice left to the body from N'Dam, and of course Lemieux is going to return in kind. He has a very good left hook to the body. One of Lemieux's pet combinations is a left hook to the body and a left uppercut. But that's not a punch combination he's going to use until he can get N'Dam cornered or along the ropes.
Good action in the opening round. We're scheduled for 12. Lemieux and N'Dam in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Body work from Lemieux. Good left from Lemieux. Gets the crowd fired up with 10 seconds to go in the opening round.
N'Dam took that shot well. There's always a special kind of electricity to a boxing match when a knockout artist is involved. And let's see highlights from round one. Right hand to the body, followed by a left hook to the head from Lemieux. And there's a big flush left hook. I'm surprised N'Dam took it as well as he did.
Fallait provoquer après son attaque. Catch-les, OK? Quand il est vraiment adossé au corps, tu peux commencer des attaques au corps, tu vas finir en tête. Tu l'as bien fait dans ce round-là. Il y a déjà un petit peu weavelé dans ce round-là. Mais prends ton temps pour travailler. Regarde la même grosse défensive.
Second round, David Lemieux, Hassan N'Dam.
Lemieux never wastes any time. The start of the round, he always wants to be the guy coming forward, pushing his opponent on the back foot.
31-year-old N'Dam from France was supposed to challenge Jermaine Taylor for this belt. Taylor was stripped of it because of legal troubles. Others stepped aside. Lemieux stepped up. The fight went to a purse bid. And N'Dam has been complaining about a lot of things. About the referee, about the judges, the size of the ring. Yesterday at the weigh-in, complaining about how quickly Lemieux got off. But now that they're in the ring, it's just those two fighters, and that's it.
And N'Dam is going to have to put the complaints out of his head. Some of his complaints I can understand. I would be a little bit nervous with Marlon Wright as the referee. He's kind of infamous among hardcore fans because of the way he handled an IBF super middleweight title fight some years back with Lebrado Andrade and Lucien Boutet. Looked like he was protecting Boutet, the local fighter. Good body work from David Lemieux as N'Dam's back is against the ropes, and this is what he does when he gets his fighter against the ropes. He cranks that left hook to the body and brings power punches to the head.
And there he tackles Lemieux. He was on the ropes as the referee. Marlon Wright's going to talk to N'Dam, who was on the ropes, getting hit. It's just wild there in the second.
But N'Dam's going to have to take all that controversy and all those complaints, put it out of his head, and rely on his ring guile, his experience, and his stylistic versatility.
Oh! Left of Lemieux dropped N'Dam in the second. A left from David Lemieux has dropped N'Dam in the second round in Montreal. 52 seconds to go in the fight. N'Dam is trying to hold on. Body shot from Lemieux. A hook staggers N'Dam again. N'Dam just trying to hold on the grab here in the second round.
He's doing what a veteran should do until his head clears.
N'Dam working the body. Going upstairs.
But Lemieux is
on top of N'Dam.
And a natural-born finisher.
And there he taggers again. Up again is Lemieux. Lemieux on the ropes has N'Dam, who's eating some leather. Lemieux letting his hands go.
N'Dam is holding on. He's got to tie him up to survive this round.
Lemieux attacking N'Dam again. Wild swing and a miss. But what a round for the Montreal fighter. And that'll do it for the second round.
See this spectacular round two from David Lemieux. Right hand set up a left hook, which did buzz N'Dam, who held on and tackled Lemieux.
But Lemieux was cranking that left hook, and he found the mark. Knocked N'Dam into the ropes. N'Dam wisely, like a veteran, held on as much as he could. That was just a perfect flush left hook with all the leverage behind it. And then Lemieux's follow-up was furious, as we knew it would be. He is a finisher. And he came close to finishing N'Dam at the end of round 2. Another left hook staggers N'Dam against the ropes. I don't know how N'Dam survived that furious flurry.
We're here in the 3rd round, and Lemieux just starts right away. The official's still trying to get out of the corner, and Lemieux is pouncing. Uppercut. He's not wasting any time.
He never does. He starts every round racing right out of his corner, and he wants to put his opponent on the defensive.
Lemieux on top of N'Dam, who's still trying to get his legs back. We're in the 3rd round. It's scheduled for 12 in Montreal. Body shot from Lemieux.
Lemieux's like a shark that smells blood in the water.
Lemieux has won his last 8, including 7 KOs. Good right from N'Dam. The French fighter's coming back. Another good right from N'Dam.
I like that N'Dam is trying to earn some respect here, not just trying to survive. Landing punches. That's a 3rd sort of cuffing overhand right to Lemieux's ear.
Answers with a left, N'Dam. Crowd behind Lemieux, obviously in Montreal. Body shot from Lemieux.
Very wise of Lemieux to go to the body. And it was wise of him to go to the body after he hurt N'Dam with that hook to the head in round 2. But you see those return punches, those right hands from N'Dam, it slowed Lemieux up just enough to where N'Dam can get some lateral movement going, clear his head a little bit, tie him up a little bit, slow this pace down just enough for him to fully recover.
N'Dam was in a battle with Peter Quinlan, went down 6 times in that fight, got right back up. So he's been in these battles, he's been in the war. A wild swing and a miss from Lemieux. As N'Dam is starting to bounce around in that ring now in the 3rd.
N'Dam trying to get life into those legs by bouncing on his toes, trying to get into his rhythm, and trying to punch off that rhythm. And when he uses his jab a lot, he often holds that, he fires from the hip. That's what he did for 12 rounds against Curtis Stevens in his IBF middleweight title elimination bout that he won handily. When you see that left hand hanging low, it means he's going to fire from that hip and he's just going to move.
Through that jab. David Lemieux is swinging and missing wildly here in the 3rd round.
And with the way that Lemieux loads up, he can expend a lot of energy when he misses.
Body shot from Lemieux. Hassan N'Dam goes to his corner, the French fighter who was born in Cameroon. Type of fight we expected. A battle.
Lemieux connects with the right hand at the opening bell for round 3. Nice veteran move from N'Dam, spinning him around and then getting out of range. Lemieux goes to the body with a short right. Gets held by N'Dam,
trying to slow the pace down, trying to buy himself some time to clear that head.
Et on n'oublie pas le jab. On est dans une bonne direction, ça va bien. Il faut rester concentré, Dave. OK? La tête, le jab, le corps, la tête. Le jab, le corps, la tête.
David Lemieux, 2011, who lost to Marco Antonio Rubio and Joaquin Nelson, both right here in the Bell Center. After that, he changed everything about his career, and he's come back with a vengeance.
It's on a nice run. He scored impressive stoppages of Gabriel Rosado, a two-time former middleweight title challenger, and Fernando Guerrero, a former U.S. amateur stand-down and a former prospect. But Guerrero and Rosado, not in the class of N'Dam and not with the same experience that N'Dam brings to the ring.
N'Dam has some life back in those legs. An uppercut lands flush from N'Dam.
N'Dam is just a gutsy fighter. I'm not 100% positive that the cobwebs are clear from N'Dam's head, but he's on his toes and he's sticking and moving and taking some chances. He's not fighting like a guy who's afraid of getting knocked out.
Lemieux trying to work that body, an uppercut. N'Dam getting some range.
And there's some stick on N'Dam's right hand.
Hassan N'Dam, 2004 Olympian for Cameroon, now lives in France. Good left from Lemieux. N'Dam says no, but he got tagged.
And that left hook to the head was set up by a right to the body. I think Lemieux needs to work the body and head throughout this fight.
Lemieux is landing that left hook, goes back to the body, upstairs with the right. Lemieux on the ropes. A minute to go in the fourth round.
N'Dam is watching him. Lemieux can't load up too much. And by load up, I mean he can't swing too wide because N'Dam is looking to land punches between those power haymakers.
Good right hand from N'Dam. Left blocked. The shot from N'Dam.
These are two dangerous middleweight contenders we're watching here.
In a loaded division. N'Dam slipping that.
Lemieux is always a threat because of that punching power and that physical strength, and N'Dam is always a threat because of his guile, his craftiness, and his guts.
Closing seconds of the fourth round, scheduled for 12.
Respire comme il faut. Prends le temps de bien respirer. OK? Donc, tu réorganises techniquement. Avec ton jab, tu restes un petit peu plus en avant sans avancer. OK? Tu continues à mettre ses talons avec le jab. Le prochain round, tu peux le get ready. OK?
MMA star, GSP.
Georges St. Pierre in attendance here at the Bell Center. He's fought here before.
Aussitôt que tu touches ici, arrête de se déplacer. Come on, Jen.
Fifth round. David Lemieux in the purple. Hassan N'Dam, black, white, and red. From the Bell Center in Montreal, Canada, Beto Duran along with Doug Fisher. Thanks for joining us tonight. Exciting action in the middleweight division.
And we know David Lemieux is a born puncher. He's a born finisher. If he can hurt his opponent enough, we're going to find out if he can cut the ring off on an opponent who has very good lateral movement and an opponent who can stop on a dime and drop power punches of his own. So Lemieux has to stay alert even when he gets in range.
Lemieux really wants to land that left with some power. Body shot from Lemieux. N'Dam turns it around. Lands nothing.
That was some decent upper body movement from Lemieux. That's stuff you didn't see from him earlier in his career.
left from Lemieux. Another left from Lemieux. That's been his money shot all night. And that left drop. N'Dam again. For the second time tonight, Hassan N'Dam goes down. 1:27 to go. Wild swing and a miss from Lemieux, who's smiling. Crowd on its feet at the Bell Center. Body shot from Lemieux.
That left hook is his money punch.
All night long.
And I expect to see him crank it to the body and then back up to the head before long. If he's smart, he will tag the body of N'Dam.
Goes to the body. N'Dam with the right. Right is blocked by Lemieux. N'Dam to the body. Down goes again. Wow. Another left hook from David Lemieux. The third time tonight. Hassan N'Dam has gone down.
I don't know how he gets up from these punches.
A lot of heart from N'Dam as he's trying to hold on with 22 seconds to go in the round. Body work from Lemieux. The Montreal fighter is loading up on his shots. Another left. What a round for Hassan N'Dam. That left hook, Doug Fisher, he's been his bread and butter. He is loading up.
He's going to live or die by it. Let's see the highlights. He misses with the left hook. Partially clips him to the ear with the left hook. Partially clips him again. Wisely goes to the body.
And then that opened up the head for a flush left hook that sent Hassan N'Dam down.
Going to the body with the right. Hit on the arm with the left hook.
Nothing but chin. That was the second knockdown
Of round 5. And Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins react.
They love this budding young star that they have in the Golden Boy promotional stable.
Hassan N'Dam on his stool, taking advantage of every second. David Lemieux jumped out of his. N'Dam has gone down 3 times in the fight.
N'Dam popped up kind of quickly on that second knockdown of round 5, which tells me he just got up out of instinct, because if he had more of his wits about him, I think he would have taken his time in getting up.
Another left hook. Been his money shot all night from Lemieux, recently signed to Golden Boy Promotions. 26-year-old putting on a show in his hometown of Montreal. Another left hook. N'Dam is just taking it.
N'Dam really needs to pace that right hand up against his right ear.
Body shot, uppercut.
It should just be jabs and hooks from N'Dam. He's just too susceptible for that right hand.
Left, right combo.
I'm sorry, he should pace that left hand up against his left ear. It's the left hand that he holds low. N'Dam, yeah.
Blood coming down the nose of N'Dam, who's been down 3 times in this fight.
N'Dam's resilience is almost inhuman.
That big right hand. N'Dam covering up on the ropes, eats a left.
And that left hurt him, forced him to hold on. The legs buckled a little bit.
N'Dam fighting back, has Lemieux on the ropes now. N'Dam landing a shot of his own.
It's amazing that N'Dam is coming forward, throwing, lobbing that right hand. Even though when he throws that right hand, he's open for a counter hook from Lemieux. But he's taking a gamble here. He's trying to make something happen. You got to respect that from the veteran.
He's landed a couple of good shots here in the 6th round. N'Dam has. Good right from N'Dam. Jab. What a fight. What a left.
We've seen more of Lemieux's right hand in this round. I think he needs to use it more. I think he needs to punch in combination more with both hands. You definitely should not forget about the body of N'Dam.
10 seconds to go in the 6th round. End of that round, Lemieux landed a big right, moved N'Dam back a bit, bell sounded. Lemieux looked right at him with a big smile.
I think he admires N'Dam to some point. Let's see some action from round 6.
N'Dam trying to shake off the effects of that right, and the left hook lands to the body and the head, moves him down the rope, and he gets clipped again with a left hook, forces N'Dam to hold. N'Dam had his moments there, landing a 1-2 followed by a hook and another 1-2 through the guard of Lemieux, and a nice right to the ear from N'Dam. So N'Dam's telling Lemieux that he's still alive, that he's still in this fight.
At that end of that round, David Lemieux stood there, smirked at Hassan N'Dam, who's on back to his corner. 7th round. It's scheduled for 12. Hassan N'Dam has gone down 3 times. Twice in the 5th, once in the 2nd.
And he showed us against Peter Quillen a few years ago in a fight where he lost the WBO middleweight title that he will get up from knockdowns when he's hit hard. I'm not sure Quillen is the kind of puncher that Lemieux is, though.
That was back in 2012. That was N'Dam's only loss.
Quillen is a big, strong middleweight, probably should be fighting at super middleweight. He definitely has power. I don't know if he has the puncher's technique that Lemieux has. Lemieux just has a way of getting maximum leverage on every shot. And I think that compact build, that squat build of his, being only 5'8", that's part of it. But he's a born puncher.
Heavy hands, huh?
Concussive force. And the fact that N'Dam is still in this fight, still jabbing, still looking for spots where he can land his power shots is just a testament to his resolve and his resilience and his fighting heart.
And Lemieux still swinging wildly. That left. All night long he's landed that left.
N'Dam shakes his hand as if to say, no, that doesn't hurt me, but Lemieux and everybody else here in this arena knows those left hooks are hurting him.
Good left of his own from N'Dam.
So we're seeing the strengths of Lemieux, which is clearly his power.
Good left from N'Dam. Staggers Lemieux a bit.
And we're seeing the limitations in that he does have trouble dealing with an opponent who can move. And N'Dam can certainly move, and he can certainly punch on the fly, as the old-timers say.
Another good left from N'Dam.
does it. I don't know how N'Dam keeps getting up, but he does it.
Let's see how knockdown number 4 took place. Lemieux is muscling N'Dam into the ropes. N'Dam is landing shots to the body. Did not protect.
That right side of his head got clipped for the umpteenth time by a powerful left hook.
Nice body work from N'Dam,
but he doesn't have any defense for that left hook.
Another left hook dropped Hassan N'Dam.
On reste sharp. C'est pas parce que les rondes passent qu'on devient plus lent dans la technique. Exact. Sois patient, tu restes bas avec ton jab, tu pas crête. On s'approche, puis on explose. Va super bien, comment?
Another left hook dropped Hassan N'Dam. 4 times tonight he's gone down. The left hook from David Lemieux's been loaded. Body shot from Lemieux. We're in the 8th round in Montreal. Right hand from Lemieux. He's loading up here in the 8th.
I love it when Lemieux mixes his power punches up. I love it when he leads with that right hand and follows with the hook. All we need to see is some body work from Lemieux.
Lemieux lands a right.
We've seen it in spots, but not consistently in this fight. I like that straight right to the body from Lemieux.
David Lemieux in the purple trunks. Montreal fighter putting on a show for his hometown. 26 years old. Started boxing at the age of 9.
And Lemieux is definitely one of those punchers who seems to retain his power in the later stages of a fight. Some punchers, the power drops off after 4 or 5 rounds. And Lemieux, it seems like the same impact is there. Particularly with that hook.
Jab. Body work. Another left from Lemieux. Double left. Good right. Left. Left. N'Dam just takes it. Body work from N'Dam. Able to give himself some room to breathe. Good right from N'Dam. Stiff jab from N'Dam. Lemieux overhand right. Body, he's digging into that left. Overhand right, another one. David Lemieux is looking to finish it here. But N'Dam has a lot of heart, Doug.
He's got the most heart that I've seen in a long time. He's definitely one of the gutsiest, active, world-class fighters in the game today. A lot of fighters, including world-class fighters, would not have gotten up 4 times. Even if they were able to, they just wouldn't have done it.
Left from Lemieux, digging into the body, really making an effort to go to the body here in the 8th round. And N'Dam's leaning on him now.
If he wants to slow down that lateral movement from N'Dam, he needs to work that body. I'd like to see him do it on both sides. But you know what? N'Dam is still a threat. He's still landing good headshots.
10 seconds to go in the 8th round.
David Lemieux stalking on the hunt, lands a right hand to the head, left to the body, a right hand to the head, another left to the head. As he backs N'Dam up to a neutral corner and into the ropes. Working both sides of N'Dam's body, trying to work the head.
Hassan N'Dam. We're in the 9th round. Bell Center in Montreal, Canada. Been a fantastic fight. David Lemieux has dropped N'Dam 4 times, including twice in the 5th round, off from the left hook that he's been loading up on. Good right hand from Lemieux. Smile on his face. N'Dam, a lot of heart. Continues to get back up and throw punches of his own, but it's been all Lemieux tonight.
These fighters are definitely getting the fans their money worth here at Bell Center, and fans worldwide who are watching this fight, they're getting their thrills. It's a one-sided fight in terms of the scorecards because of 4 knockdowns. Lemieux even had a 10-7 round in round 5 where he scored 2 knockdowns, but it's still competitive in spots, and you still have to marvel at the resilience and resolve and the fighting heart of Hassan N'Dam.
Stiff left from Lemieux. Snaps back the head of N'Dam. N'Dam right there with the left of his own. Another left from Lemieux. N'Dam moving around, can't get stuck on those ropes.
Lemieux has to be careful not to fall in the habit of throwing one big shot at a time. It seems like he's been doing that in this round. And if he's throwing one shot at a time, he may not be able to wear down N'Dam as he would if he was putting punches together, and he's going to be countered easier by N'Dam.
Good left from N'Dam.
Lemieux uses a straight right, a lead straight right effectively to set up that powerful left hook of his. I'd love to see him use his left jab to set up that right hand.
There he goes to the body with the left and the right. N'Dam with a good right of his own, and Lemieux answers back. Good exchange here in the 9th.
A nice 1-2 combination from N'Dam.
N'Dam eluding Lemieux. Still a bounce in his step. I don't know how, though.
Now, N'Dam is a marvel. I mean, that's just his spirit. It's very special.
Final seconds of the 9th round. Lemieux, N'Dam in Montreal.
Lemieux backs N'Dam to the ropes. That's where he gets off with body shots on both sides, follows with a left hook. N'Dam shakes his head. No, you didn't hurt me, but he was probably hurt.
He's been shaking his head no a lot. David Lemieux, as they said it before the fight, he does it all from Montreal. He's knocked down N'Dam 4 times in this fight. He comes out strong in the 10th.
They're trading right hands early in the 10th round. Nice stiff power jab from Lemieux. I would love to see more of that.
Right hand lands. N'Dam's just trying to elude Lemieux right now. Lemieux still looking fresh in this fight.
He's paced himself well, and I was wondering if his stamina would be an issue or a question going into these late rounds. So far, he seems okay. He slowed down a little bit, not as frenetic as he was, not as hell-bent on the knockout as he was in the opening rounds of this fight, but still in there hunting, still coming forward because that's what he does.
And in this middleweight division, Doug, it is loaded with so many names out there.
Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin, Triple G. His legend continues to grow, and that's a dream fight right there because he's a puncher. He's a guy who's knocked out his last 20 opponents, and nothing's more exciting in boxing when you have two explosive knockout artists. The first things first.
Get through and down.
Yeah, he's got to get the W tonight and get that IBF middleweight title around his waist. It looks like he's well on his way, but N'Dam is not done yet. He's still trying. He's not in there to survive. He's here still trying to figure out a way to win.
Good right hand from Lemieux. N'Dam answers one of his own. Stiff jab from N'Dam. The right guy, he's not going anywhere. Hassan N'Dam has a lot of heart. Still has some fight in him. N'Dam, the taller fighter. Lemieux, landing the heavier punches tonight. All action from the opening bell. Lemieux, N'Dam. Good left from N'Dam. As his corner please for him to keep coming. 30 seconds to go in the 10th round. Good round for N'Dam. As Lemieux lands one of his own. N'Dam saying, come on, I got blood in my mouth, coming down my nose, let's go. 10 seconds to go in the 10th round. Good right hand. Good left, another one from Lemieux.
Light heavyweight champion, recognized by Ring Magazine, Adonis Stevenson. Born in Haiti, raised as a fighter here in Montreal. You see highlights from a competitive round 10. Beautiful right uppercut from David Lemieux. And a sweeping left hook that moves N'Dam into his own corner. Bernard Hopkins, living legend.
As Lemieux looks over at Bernard and Oscar De La Hoya, give him a post pump. Drake playing between rounds in Canada, Montreal, where we're at.
Good corners between rounds. Both corners were calm, giving their fighters exact instructions. N'Dam's corner, it doesn't look like they've given up on hope. Maybe they're hoping that Lemieux runs out of gas or does something stupid or sloppy in here, and N'Dam can hurt him and turn things around. It hasn't happened yet.
The last time that David Lemieux went past the 10th round was in 2011. His last fight was Rosado, he went 10. Before that, he was on 2s and 1s and 8s and 7s.
Yeah, so that Rosado fight last December was a good match for him because it forced him to go rounds, forced him to work hard, forced him to show some variation in his power punching. And he's using that experience in this fight, and he will gain a lot of experience if he goes 12 rounds tonight against Hassan N'Dam. Maybe he'll watch the tape and say, you know, I could have jabbed more, could have worked the body more in spots, could have worked combinations better. He's still young, you know, 26 years old. He's definitely still learning. He's got a lot of fights, but he doesn't have a lot of rounds.
When he lost, he was 22 years old. Management team made an effort to really ease him back in. Good right. N'Dam able to slip it. Stiff left. Minute to go in the 11th round.
There's a nice right to the body from N'Dam.
N'Dam with that reach advantage. Lands a right. Left. A good right hand from Lemieux. Another left.
N'Dam is able to land punches. He's just not able to hurt Lemieux, which maybe suggests that Lemieux's got a decent beard.
Good. What a left hook. The money maker tonight for Lemieux. N'Dam, all heart, just absorbing it.
N'Dam landed a short right on the inside.
Closing seconds of the 11th round. Another left hook from Lemieux.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 12th and final round.
Crowd definitely got their money's worth tonight. The 12th and final round coming your way.
Lemieux on the hunt in round 11, backing N'Dam up with a stiff power jab. Misses with the right hand. Misses with the jab. Misses with another jab. Misses with another jab. Still has some trouble cutting off the ring. N'Dam firing back. There's got to be a lot of respect between these fighters.
And there's that indomitable spirit that N'Dam has.
End of the round, N'Dam looks into the crowd, puts his hands up like, let's go.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do that. The crowd's fired up. Two warriors touch gloves in the center ring. We're in the 12th and final round, the IBF title on the line. Hassan N'Dam has gone down 4 times. Once in the 2nd, twice in the 5th, and once in the 7th. All from left, strong hooks from David Lemieux. Lemieux has controlled this fight. His pace, his style. Landing another left. Eats a left from N'Dam. Good combo from N'Dam. Fighter from Cameroon. Now living in France isn't going to go away easy.
Lemieux better keep his composure and keep his focus.
As that ring is slippery.
Yeah, he's got to be careful in the center of the ring.
Lemieux isn't going to back away here. Uppercut from N'Dam. David Lemieux puts on a show, and he's not going away here in the 12th. Not playing it cautious at all.
And neither is N'Dam, who's been dropped 4 times and hurt repeatedly. He's trying to make a miracle happen here in the 12th and final round.
N'Dam needs it. Lemieux still coming. What credit from both fighters. Big heart from N'Dam, getting off the canvas 4 times. Look at that, a lot of respect from each other.
Both guys smiling at each other. And they're going to be throwing punches with bad intentions.
Well, Lemieux said that he didn't care who he was fighting, he just wanted to come out and put on a show. N'Dam said, he's never faced anybody like me.
Lemieux forced to work his jab more than at any other point of the fight because of the guts and because of the resilience and the movement that N'Dam has shown in this final round.
N'Dam trying to let his hands go. 30 seconds to go in the fight. In the middle of that ring, that logo is slippery. uppercut from N'Dam. Left from Lemieux. What a fight. The middleweight division, these two went at it. Crowd on its feet. What an ovation from the Montreal fans.
Soon to be IBF middleweight champion of the world.
And that'll do it. The two warriors hug. And David Lemieux, in his hometown, dropped Hassan N'Dam 4 times in an action-packed fight.
It will be one-sided on the scorecards, but it was a competitive fight.
Coming back, we'll have you the result as Lemieux cheered by the Montreal crowd. And there you see the fighters. What great sportsmanship from Lemieux and N'Dam. They hug in the middle. Lemieux standing up. What an ovation from his Montreal faithful.
Credit to both fighters. Both guys put it down tonight. Both guys showed us something special. For Lemieux, it was just going out there and seizing a world title against a seasoned veteran who's still in his athletic prime and gunning for that knockout all 12 rounds. He didn't get it, but he definitely won this fight. And you got to respect Hassan N'Dam, who's getting some love from this Montreal crowd for getting up 4 times and trying to win.
And they're Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins. They recently signed Lemieux. They knew there was something in him. There you see N'Dam. Holds his head up high, jumps on the ropes, an ovation from the Montreal crowd. Sign of respect and admiration.
These are highlights from a sensational 12 rounds of 2 middleweight contenders going at it. The dominant fighter was that man in the purple trunks, David Lemieux, the hometown hero here in Montreal, finding a home for his straight rights and his left haymaker. There you see a right to the body, left hook to the head. Every time he got N'Dam against the ropes, scored with monstrous punches, particularly his left hook. Scored knockdown after knockdown, 4 of them. But guess what? Hassan N'Dam got up from every one of those knockdowns. And at least 2 of them, you thought it was definitely over. You didn't think that N'Dam was going to get up from that, but he didn't just get up and try to survive. He got up and he tried to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 hard championship rounds, we go to the scorecards. Judge Dupa and Judge Roussel both have it the same way, 115 to 109, and Judge McNair scores it 114 to 110 for your winner and new IBF middleweight champion of the world, David Lemieux.
Be the best fight of the weekend. Richie, it was a scrap from start to finish.
Yeah, fantastic. I thought Lemieux probably started